Hello dear ones, Saturday morning here at the UK, not very summery, so I'm doing a video because this is kind of a follow on from the walking one, which has been, well, it's been overwhelming actually, so popular, which is quite odd, so it must be the right time to do things like that. Energy changes. But I've had a bit of I had a very big surprise yesterday. We have a full moon in Leo, Aquarius, I think is in the same sign. And I have to sort of talk about it because it's not sort of follow on from the walk-in story, but how I've actually found out my birthday. I think we all want to find out things, don't we? We all want to know why and how and if. Well, oh, most of us. And I get very frustrated because I can never find the answers. Some people get given them or whatever, but I have to really search within to find the answers. And this is I'm just sort of filling in the gaps because so many people have written to me about this walk-in thing, and have asked me questions. I've just got to sort of fill in the gaps really, and also it's helped me. I've had quite a surprise this morning because this is my actual birthday for the soul. The body birthday was in April, the 25th of April 1941. Long time ago. And a master told me this when I was in Bristol. I lived in Bristol. Glastonbury is a very spiritual place. I had a reading from this master who gave me all this information. I was completely, I mean, first time I got into all this, it was quite a surprise to me. And he said at the age of 6 years, 3 months, and da da da. He even gave me the second, which I've got somewhere. The actual second, the soul switched. And I thought that was quite amazing that he should have that information. But I've never been able to find out exactly what the 6 years and 3 months was. I'm a bit of an astrologer, as you know, and I've done birth charts for both. I've never really felt a Taurian. That's my body energy, but of course it's there as well. Somebody asked us, surely I have to remember my parents. Well, the soul that was in before would obviously would have its own memories, all sorts of things, and would have brought his own stuff in. So I took over where it left off, picking up the memories and some of the illnesses and all the stuff, the karmic evolution and all that. So it was quite a shock to me to hear this from this man, and to tell me the exact moment that the soul switched. So I've been looking into quite a lot on and off over the years really. This is about 30 years ago, to be honest. So I've often thought that I was a Leo. I've done a new birth chart for the information he gave me, and I thought, well, I do feel kind of a Leo. I don't like Leos. I think they're very bossy, but they're very creative, of course. Excuse me. Let's have a little sip of drink. And they're very creative, which I am. So when you look, I think astrology is good for this sort of thing. When you look at the energies and what they all mean, it's fascinating actually. I love it, but I don't do fortune telling. So yesterday I went into town feeling a little bit fragile. One of those days. I think it was the actual full moon yesterday, and standing next to my car in the car park was a man with a beautiful baby. He was cradling it in his arms. I've never seen a man hold a baby. Men don't usually do that sort of thing, but they're beginning to. And that's nice, isn't it? These fathers. You get lots on the internet about fathers. And he was holding his baby. I said, oh, beautiful baby. 3 weeks old. It was so tiny. Well, of course, it set me off. I got into my car and I began having a good old sob because it reminded me of my daughter and her birth and all that unresolved stuff. But also, it was such the life, this little child, everything perfect, It's a miracle, isn't it? It really is. I haven't felt that way before, so I think it seems to me the more conscious you get, the more in touch you get with your heart chakra, and these things seem to mean more somehow. Little things mean more. I've never felt crying over a baby before, but it wasn't the baby, it was the situation, and I think I'm grieving for my daughter and lots of stuff. So I sat in the car and thought, gosh, this is a profound day. And I'd received lots of love that morning from my master Maharaji, heart chakra. So it was obviously a very important day, like 25th of July. So the day went and came. I watched a film last night and da da da. And this morning I woke up early and I was sitting in my kitchen having my cup of tea, and the thought came to me, this is your birthday. I thought, gosh, it seemed to fit. Do you know what I mean? It seemed to fit the situation because I'd seen the baby, new birth, and all that. And I think it's important that we look for these little signs and symbols because they all mean something. It's getting the hang of it. Once you do get the hang of it, all sorts of answers come from the outside world, not so much within here, but it's connecting. And the new baby was like a new birth. I mean, it was only 3 weeks old. So, and of course, lots of things happening for a lot of us as new beginnings, isn't it? So when these thoughts came, I thought, gosh, that's interesting. That's exactly 3 months. The psychic told me it was 6 years and 3 months. So I got the 3 months. It was April the 25th to July the 25th. And the 6 years, I worked it out, the 6 years from the birthday is my age, 74. Not 80 for the... Anyway, I've worked it all out and it seemed like today is my soul birthday. The body's the Taurus bit, the soul bit is the Leo bit. And as I felt that, I felt this little shudder, a shift. I bet you felt those things that come. I thought, oh, that's the rest of my soul coming in. What do you think? Hey, what do you think? Because I do think the soul comes in fractions. It's so powerful. It doesn't. I can't explain it, but it seems to me it sort of comes in every now and then. When you've cleared something, I suppose I've made a space. The last few weeks have been pretty horrendous. I've made a space for this new energy to come in. So that kind of felt, well, it felt really profound actually. So I can honestly say now I'm fully here, I think. So what will happen? We don't know. Watch this space. I may become a completely new person that I don't know myself either. I do feel like that, but a lot of us do, don't we? This kind of new age stuff. I mean, it's like, what is it? I'm trying to keep pace with it, isn't it? And unfortunately, I can do that. I don't know how people that go to work every day and have families, I don't know how they do it because I'm here on my own, as you know, lying down every now and then. And it's, I'm lucky I can do that. So yeah, happy birthday. So I don't well, I'm not going to go out. I had a dreadful 80th birthday last April. My daughter, well, she didn't forget me because she remembered to forget, if you know what I mean. I sat here all on my own on a Sunday on my 80th, a very important birthday I would have thought. No flowers, no presents, nothing. I just sat here in tears. I thought, what's going on? So I sent her an email. I said, do I need to wait in? Are there going to be some flowers? Oh no, she said, the bouquet I sent you in your Mother's Day in March, that was for both occasions. What can you say? What can you say? I mean, she's a very wealthy woman. The bouquet in Mother's Day was okay, but it wasn't a garden. But I said, well, you could have told me that. If she'd told me that, I wouldn't have waited in all day on Sunday waiting for this birthday gift. If she'd said, don't forget, Mother's Day and 80th birthday, the same thing. Same flowers, same bouquet. Oh dear, dear. So I'm pleased I've got a birthday today. I don't think it's going to be a lot better. I've got nowhere to go today. Well, I wouldn't want to. I don't go out on Saturday. Too many people. In fact, somebody said that in one of their comments. I thought that how true. The more conscious you become, the more difficult it is to go out there with the plebs. I call them the plebs. That sounds dreadfully snobbish, but you know what I mean. The different consciousnesses. I think there is a divide. There is a shift. We're beginning to feel the difference. I can feel it anyway. Especially with voices. Somebody paid me a lovely compliment. Well, actually, 2 or 3 people have said that I have a lovely voice, which is, I'm not sure, I never even had said to me before, but I suppose when I'm talking to you, I am kind of channeling. There is kind of a light energy that comes, so maybe it's that. I don't know. Me as well. All things. All is one. So the birthday in April, I got to about 4 o'clock. I thought, I'm not going to sit here without any flowers. So I dashed off to my local Sainsbury's, got a bouquet of flowers just as it was closing, and a birthday cake. So it's a question looking after ourselves, I think, isn't it? With these times you have to do, if all else fails, or maybe that's a lesson I was learning. You know, I don't need someone to send me flowers. That's nice too, but I do question her motives, I must admit. So this little new baby was like very symbolic of a new birth, new day, new baby. She was absolutely, you know, really, it's a miracle, isn't it? Everything in perfectly working order. And this chap was so proud of her. He just stood there, he wanted people to stop by and say how lovely she was. And I thought that was really sweet. Anyway, good Lord, 10 minutes. I got contact lenses in again today. I think I quite enjoy them, but the thing is I have to take them out because I do get sore. So I've got a nice day to myself today. Not sure where I'm going to go, but anyway, it's nice to have. I have had some lovely comments from wonderful people about all sorts of videos that I'm doing, and it's quite a miracle because I've been doing them for 2 years and really not, well, in my mind, they haven't really reached a very big public and perhaps not the right people, but a miracle has all happened. So that's kind of a new birth for me, isn't it? A new self-expression, a new me, a new beginning. So hopefully, dear ones, you're experiencing the same with this full moon. It's a very powerful one. Leo is a fiery moon, creative moon. I am that, and that am I. So the powerful saying goes in the hierarchy. Take care, dear ones. God bless for now. Bye bye.